This thing is absolutely gorgeous. So I ended up unlocking both Interstellar and Borealis for the Soulrender sword, and yeah, dude, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Between the both of them, like, obviously they both look amazing on the sword, but I really like how Borealis looks on the sword especially. Just, I feel like the colors pop really well, and they just go with, like, the aesthetic and the design of the sword really well, but again, obviously they both look great. I spent all of yesterday just grinding out the battle pass. I mean, obviously I've also been leveling up other stuff in the meantime too, like I'm all the way up at rank 400, which means I'll probably end up hitting max rank by the end of the season. I still gotta level up the XRK Stalker. Yesterday after the video, I just kinda, you know, grinded it out for a little bit, got up to level 13, I was like, and then I went back over to zombies and just kind of, you know, grinded out some camos and stuff like that. Because again, even though I already have all the mastery camos in the game, Orion, Bioluminescent, Interstellar, Borealis, there's still like a couple odds and ends for like some of the newer weapons in Modern Warfare 3, as well as like a bunch of just like other stuff in Modern Warfare 2, since that game had like almost 100 weapons. But in the meantime, we got Hardpoint on Rust, so let's do this. I also noticed that they already took out that text that everybody was kind of making a thing about online, you know, they had that thing saying like, if you play with your squad, you're gonna win more, or something like that. And on the other end of the spectrum, if you'd remove SBMM, I'd also win more. Dude, I have no idea what's happening today, but my shots are on point. Thankfully, I did end up unlocking some better attachments on this thing, which is why I'm doing a lot better than I was yesterday. Because like I was saying, yeah, like you literally can't quickscope if you're not able to scope in quickly, but I ended up just taking off the stock completely and switching out some of the other attachments, and yeah, it seems to help a little bit, but overall, the sniper just seems a little bit slower than some of the other ones in the game. My favorite one is probably still the FJX Imperium, aka the Intervention. I still have no idea why they can't just call the weapons what they've always been called, but okay. I can't believe we're almost at Season 3 already. Now, I don't know if this Call of Duty is going to be one of those ones that only has like 5 seasons like Vanguard, or if it's gonna have 6, because there's been some leaks saying that the new Call of Duty might come out in October rather than November like this one did, which, let's be honest, the only reason that this game came out in November rather than October is most likely just because they needed like every last, not just like day that they could get, but like every last second they could get to get this game out the door, and even by the time they did get this game out the door, they probably needed more time. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game wasn't like lacking content or broken by any means when it launched, but there was definitely a lot of small things, like with like UI stuff specifically, like every time you unlocked a camo for a weapon, it just popped up saying you unlocked the weapon for period. Like, it didn't show the name of the weapon, it would literally just show like a period. It was just a lot of small stuff like that. Again, the game wasn't like unplayable by any means, but yeah, I probably could have used at least a couple more weeks in the oven at that point. But that's the thing with Call of Duty releases, like, they never go beyond November. Usually, like, and it used to always be a November release, but in recent years, like ever since Black Ops 4, it seems like they shoot for October, but it seems like November is like the latest they'll go. Like, they never push it to a December. See, the sad thing about my Call of Duty content is that I refuse to reverse boost, you know, as some people might be willing to do that in order to get better gameplay, better clips, better whatever, but, you know, I don't feel like wasting that time. Because Lord knows, even if you do reverse boost, what does that do? Give you like maybe 1, maybe 2 better matches, and then you're just right back in the gutter. So, you know, everybody knows it's in the game. I'd rather just show the reality of things. Even if it means I get less kills, even if it means I'm dying every 2 seconds, I'd rather just show the game as it is rather than what I wish it could be sometimes. Because don't get me wrong, in my free time, yeah, sometimes I go a little sweat crazy, which is probably why my lobbies are so egregious in my videos, because yeah, I do kind of go a little ridiculous sometimes, but it's not even like I play like that all the time. Usually it's just the fact that SBMM pushes me to that point, so then I'm like, okay, you want me to play like money's on the line? I'll pay like my retirement is on the line. Like last night, I was playing a match at Dad's house, and I was just trying to use my XRK Stalker, just, you know, trying to peacefully play the hard point, trying to level up, and then I started dying. I was like, you know what, dude, I got so amped up. Next thing you know, I was slide canceling, bunny hopping, jump shotting. I switched over to an SMG. I was doing a bunch of like 360s and 720s, just like jumping all about the place. My KD went from like a 0.5 to where it was when I was trying to level up my sniper, up to literally being like a 2.5 or something like that, even with SBMM. Like, I was sweating insanely hard. And unfortunately, that was one of the last matches that I played last night, so I think that's why I'm paying the consequences for it right now. My mindset is just a little bit opposite, because like usually I end up sweating way more in my free time and then trying to be a bit more casual on video, just because I feel like there's so many like sweaty people that make content on this game as is. Not that there's anything wrong with that by any means. Like, I love watching those crazy gameplays from time to time, but for me with my content, I just kind of like turning on the camera, having, oh yeah, shipments, having a chill conversation, shooting some stuff, kind of like the old days. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, while yes, it's cool to include like these cool clips of like, you know, going absolutely crazy, at the same time, you know, I'd rather just put more of my personality in there, and then just rather have like the cool gameplay moments be like a side thing, or at the very least something that just like enhances the fun of the video overall. We're about to go into shipment, so I think now might be the time to switch out the optic. Hopefully I won't won't regret this. You'd think that when using a sniper, you'd probably do better with like a smaller optic, but I'm strange, and for some reason I tend to hit my shots more with the sniper scope. Also just realized that this one hurts my ADS. Why does everything hurt my ADS speed? They have iron sights. I mean, hey, that only helps my ADS speed, so I'll try that. It's pretty sad, even with like all these things help my ADS. I mean, granted, I don't have a laser on this thing yet, which that will help a lot, but yeah, even without a stock, even without the scope, it's still so slow. This kind of looks like the ballista. Man, now I just want to play Black Ops 2. The slow ADS speed definitely doesn't help though, because like, yeah, man, even when I'm not using a scope, like it takes so long that by the time that like it actually aims into where I was aiming originally, we're already like 5 miles in the other direction. Kind of tempted just to take this thing over into zombies and finish leveling it there, because I do plan to get Borealis and Interstellar on this thing anyway, so I mean, hey, I might as well. Hit marker? Hello? Please tell me I'm unlocking that laser sight. I mean, this thing is still at a level 13. When do I unlock that? Level 16? Level 16 just to use a late, like, in what world? Man, look at the Borealis soul render on this map. It is absolutely gorgeous, because, you know, in like a well-lit environment, you know, it shines bright, it looks great, but even in a dark environment like this, because it sort of has like that glow-in-the-dark property where it just meshes so well. It is so beautiful. I really can't pick a favorite between Borealis and Interstellar. Like, they both look great in their own ways and in different situations and just kind of like depending on the weapon. But man, Borealis, it's like, it's one of those things where Interstellar just looks cool, but like, Borealis is just magical. Like, straight up, Borealis literally just looks like the Northern Lights. Also, I don't know if I'm just going crazy, but before, didn't they give you, like, a free tier skip every 50 levels, like, every time you prestige? Because earlier, once I hit level 400, I went to my battle pass, because usually there would just be, like, a tier skip waiting for me there, but I went there and there was, like, nothing there. I don't know if they changed that. If they did, that's kind of stupid, but I tried restarting my game and everything, and I was never given my tier skip. Hey, even still, I never got my tier skip, and never even, like, because I have my thing set to auto, but even then, like, it never, like, automatically boosted me up a thing. I don't know why. It's been a while since I browsed the store. What's new over here? Small Talk Mastercraft. What? There's like teeth all over it? So the LMG has the teeth all over it, which that, I feel like that just might get me demonetized. Then we have this here, which is like, I guess there's a reason I don't look in the shop. What? Huh? It is a tooth with eyes. Dune collection reward. Purchase all bundles from this collection to unlock. So you actually have to purchase all of the bundles in order to get like some ultra reward down there. That's crazy. 2,400 COD points is $24 times 3, $72. That's an entire game. 1,400 for this? I mean, I could afford it right now. I mean, I'm not gonna buy it because I only have 1,400 COD points. So I want to save those for the next battle pass. But I mean, honestly, I'd probably get it. Every time I see this one, I think of that Hi-Fi Rush game that came out a little while ago. Super underrated game, by the way. I highly recommend it. It is on Game Pass, but when it comes out on PlayStation, I'm going to pick up a physical copy for sure, because that game was awesome. But yeah, that pack actually does look pretty cool, too. Green Gold, dude, that one looks insane. Like, there's so many, like, just crazy bundles in here. That's another thing I'll say. Like, you know, I'm glad that they keep putting in, like, some slightly cheaper ones. Like, you know, some in the 1,400 to 1,800 range, because last year it seemed like they were just hitting those, like, 2,800 COD points, 3,000 COD points, but some, you know, like some of them are still like 2,400 like this one, but there's a lot of them that are just like 1,800, 1,400, and they still give you like cool skins and stuff like that, so, you know, that's good at least. They're advertising the Alex Operator bundle, which gives you like a bonus in DMZ. Who's gonna tell them? I never understood why some of these cost money instead of like the endowment one. I understand because that goes straight to like the military, you know, like donation charity stuff, which is cool. But then there's like these other ones, like these pro packs, where they cost like straight up money for some reason. Like you can't buy them. Maybe it's because they already come with COD points. So I mean, in that sense, you kind of earn your money back in the virtual currency sense, which is sort of the same thing with like the Black Cell Battle Pass. Like you figure you'd probably be able to, you know, buy that for like an extra 3,000 some COD points or whatever. But no, you can only spend like 30 actual dollars to get it, which I guess that's just so then they can keep getting their money. Because with how many COD points the Black Cell Battle Pass gives you, you'd be able to just like, you know, just keep buying them infinitely. So I guess that's why they do it. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead, edit this video up, and get back to grinding. But anyways, always massive shout out, thank you to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all the low ball tier, and a shout out, thank you to all the mid ball tier, my last game, dead man, and the biggest shout out, thank you all in GTR run events, some of the cheese code. Thank you guys so much, guys. You're literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.